Hi, in this video we're going to be taking a look at a brand new lens that I've just received. I'm really excited about this lens because I've been saving up for this for quite a while and I am really looking forward to what it's going to be able to do. Now, I just want to put this in there right now as a disclaimer that I am not doing a review on the lens from a pro user's point of view. I'm doing it completely from a novice point of view, so I won't be talking about anything about the, fancy terms like aberration, barrel distortion. I'm not going to be analysing exactly how sharp this lens is. I'm just going to be looking at it from a vlogger's point of view and if it's any good for a normal consumer. So we're going to be taking a look at it. I'm going to be unboxing it, talking about where I got it from, and then we're going to, go a little bit more into the detail about what it could be used for and the applications for it. I'm just going to try and get in it as quickly as we can. Wow, it was tougher than I thought. So this is how it comes, fully boxed, all in English. I don't know whether they do it in any other languages, but this is how it comes on there, serial number and stuff on the side. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. So I get one user manual if you really don't know how to use a lens and put it on. One bag, which is quite nice. If you are a Nikon person, you'll find that most of their lenses don't come with a bag, and that really bugs me because for the price you're paying for any lens, it should come with a bag. One lens hood. That's also another thing which every lens should come with, which most lenses don't do. And then we have nothing else in there. Then we have the lens. Let's have a look. Now this is quite weighty actually. It's heavier than what I thought it would be. So pretty smart looking. It is a slightly older lens. I think this came out in 2012. So it's a slightly different design than most of them, but the same sort of font. Pretty nice looking. So on the side you've got the power iOS, so that's the stabilization. So when you're recording on the GX8, it only does lens stabilization, which is what I got wrong in my last review because I thought it did it for both, but it only does that for photo. So the in-body only works on the photos. And do you like the new earrings I have for my GX8? This is really cool actually. I know it's a bit off topic, but this is from a company called Peak Design. So this is a camera strap and you get extras as well, so that's pretty cool. So it costs about £30, and then what you do is you slide that on there, so then it clips on. So it means that I can use this for whilst I'm out and about taking photos or what have you, or if I'm not using my tripod, or if I want to put it on the tripod and I don't want this everywhere, just unclip it and chuck that to the side. So as you can see, I've got my 20mm on here. So that's a fixed prime lens, and the Lumix is quite a bit larger. But anyway, I haven't finished looking at the lens yet. So you get one lens cap, and there we have a nice bit of glass, similar on the back, same as what you're expecting to see. But the main reason why I went ahead and bought this is because this has a constant aperture, which essentially means that all the way through its range, so all the way through its zoom range, you don't have to adjust the aperture. It means it won't get darker. So I don't want to go too much into detail about it now. You can Google about aperture and through the focal length, but essentially as you make the zoom longer, normally that means less light is able to travel through the lens. But there's clever glass work in here, which means it can. Now the only other lens I have that does that, which is kind of around the same, so just throw some stats at you there, so some information, that this is a 12 to 35mm lens, but that's on a micro four thirds sensor. So that's equivalent, if you had a full frame camera, to 24 to 70mm. So I have a Sigma 18 to 30, no, is it 18 to, yeah, 18 to 35. So this lens is an APS-C sensor. So the equivalent for this one is, on a 35 full frame, is 24 to 52. And this has a constant aperture through its focal range as well. Bit of a difference in size. And probably based off this you could see why I have now swapped to Micro Four Thirds rather than APS-C, because if I want to get nice lenses, especially video lenses, it is far better for me to have something that's a lot more portable. Even though this for me is a far more superior lens, I can get a speed booster for this and then I can connect that to my Micro Four Thirds and it's even more of an impressive lens then, which I might do in a future video. So let's get that out of the way. So what I want to do now we've had a very quick look at this, is test it out. So I'm going to flip it on to my GX8 and we're going to take a look at exactly why I wanted this lens. So I thought just before I show you my new lens, I would show you what it looks like using the 20mm. So the camera is about just over an arm's length away, which means that this is what you see, this is the area of the frame that you get. So I want to now show you the difference of when I swap over to this lens, how much of the rubbish you'll actually get to see that's either side of me. Okay, so now I'm on the 12 to 35mm lens, and as you can see, there's a lot more going on than on the 20mm. You can see either side of me, you can see my Chewy tablets up there in their boxes, there's more tech along there that you might be able to see. So you get a lot more in view. Because it is a 12mm, it's not a 20mm, which is the obvious part of that, but it is quite a wide-angled lens. Now you can pay a lot more and get an even wider angle lens, or if you are someone who can make do with one lens, I would definitely recommend that it be this lens. And the main selling point to me is because it can do this. Well, one, obviously you get closer to my face, which I'm sure you're loving seeing. And by the way, I want to point out the reason why I'm so washed out is because I haven't got the right light set up in here. So I do apologise about that. It's not the lens or the camera, it's me with my setup. I am filming at night and I'm not in the best room for this. But as you can see, it wasn't getting any darker. That was because it lets the same amount of light in at the 12mm as it does the 35mm. So for videographers, that is what you need in order to get your shot. So on the fly, you can change your zoom, you can zoom in, zoom out, whatever you want to do with the lens, and the body acts the same. It doesn't need to change anything. Also, the focus is really good on this. It's keeping me well in focus, there's no problems there. Let's see what it's actually like if it has to focus on something closer. So as you can see from this shot, it's pretty crisp. I'm about 20 centimeters away, so that's about as close as I could get, but it will then soon focus back on me. So it's a really good lens for just letting it do what it needs to do. You have full manual control as well. You won't be able to see it on here, but the stabilization is on, so the lens is compensating if I did want to pick it up and move it about, but I'm not going to do that now. But overall, it's a really cracking lens. Definitely recommend picking one of these up. If you have any inkling to upgrade your kit, especially if you already got a Micro Four Thirds and you've started off by getting prime lenses and what have you, and you want to move away from the kit lens, then this is the next lens that you need for both video and photography. If you do have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do like to check out your feedback. There's always some smart ass in there who'll tell me what I've done wrong, but that's fine, that's no problem. This is not meant to be an in-depth review. This is just meant to show you what this lens is capable of, because when I was searching YouTube, there was loads of people taking it out and doing really professional things with it, but I just wanted to show you from a general consumer's point of view. I will be using this in all my future videos. I'll be using it for some of my travel stuff, but I just wanted to show you what you get for your money. So please leave a like if this was any use to you whatsoever. It really does mean a lot to me. And until next time, have a great day. So very quickly, I just wanted to show you what it's like on a GorillaPod, and I am using the stabilization built into the lens, and my arm is shaking quite a bit. But as you can see, it works really well. There's not that much shake on it at all. And the great thing is, I'm still in arm's length if I want to adjust any settings on the camera. So yeah, really, really impressed. I cannot wait to use it.